Hi, hello, and welcome back to Vanna Verified. Today we're going to have some double trouble, so I'm going to go over my songs Just Don't Know and Lovesick because these two songs function as a pair. They tell the same story from different perspectives. So we'll get right into that, but before I start, I just want to acknowledge that June is not only Pride, it's Black Music Month, so shout out Bill Withers because I sampled him on Just Don't Know, and it's also me and my boyfriend's half anniversary, so it means we've made another half year. So a lot of things going on in June, so I really wanted to bring y'all this episode.
And I just love.
Let me take y'all to church real quick.
You so. Sometimes I just don't know, no. I just don't know, whoa. I just don't know, no. I just don't know, whoa. I just don't know, no. I just don't know, whoa. I just don't know, whoa. I just don't know, whoa.
The chorus of Just Don't Know, I was singing with Bill Withers because there's a lot of things you just don't know in life, and sometimes you gotta embrace that.
At first I tried to write a song, but forgot the words. And then I tried to make a poem, and that made it worse. I'm stuck in this moment right now. What am I gonna do? Cause the rehearsal didn't start. It's already 2. It's 2:30 on the dot, and I'm coming in hot with a pocket full of cash and a smile for the ops who was praying we would fail, but the love never stopped. I don't really like to brag, but this bunny got hops.
So verse 1 for Just Don't Know, this song was really imaginative. So I was imagining a wedding that hasn't happened yet, but will happen in the future. And I was just talking about writing my vows in the studio, but I'm running late to the rehearsal dinner. So I'm just thinking about things that might happen on wedding day or the day before wedding day. And my favorite part of verse 1 was like, it's 2:30 on the dot and I'm coming in hot with a pocket full of cash and a smile for the ops who was praying we would fail, but the love never stopped. I don't really like to brag, but this bunny got hops. Like, I remember being in the studio recording it, and the producer was like, oh shit, you snapped. And I'm like, period.
You know I give my love to you, and you said it first. You put the effort in to be the man I deserve. I grew into the woman who could not get enough of you. You know that I love you, put no man above you. Had a wandering eye, but I let it pass by. We had built a special place that was just you and I could see it on your face that you wanted to cry. When I finally broke it down and I gave you my why. Now I was willing to wear who was gonna do our hair. Got me thinking that.
So it's really just a love song. I start off saying, you know I give my love to you, and you said it first. So he actually said I love you first, and I just had to put that in the song because it was so sweet and sentimental. And then in verse 2, I'm continuing with the imaginative reality when I go into my rapping part. Had a wandering eye, but I let it pass by. We had built a special place that was just you and I could see it on your face that you wanted to cry when I finally broke it down and I gave you my why. So we went through a really tough situation last September, and we both were just fucking up, and we had to come and realize what we really wanted out of the relationship. So I had to stop doing what I was doing. He had to stop doing what he was doing. And we came back together and we moved forward.
Beat to the gods, man, we beat every eye. Every misstep led to this step, now we honeymoon a bride. Don't worry about the brides, I'ma keep them in check. Birdies chirping for a nest out the side of their neck. Steady trying to finesse, but security is tight. Let them chickens roast honey, cause we toasting the night.
No. I just don't know, whoa. I just don't know, whoa.
I just don't know when this wedding is gonna happen, where it's gonna happen, how it's gonna happen. But I decided to get a little bit imaginative. That's my favorite word today.
Temptation is a dangerous drug. Be very wary. Used to being used and not the muse, but I'm amusing. First it was a fairy tale, then it was so confusing. Everything I'd ever need, and now you are accusing. Yes, I play my part, but never pictured I'd be losing. Used to being used and not the muse, but I'm amusing. First it was a fairy tale, then it was so confusing. Everything I'd ever need, and now you are accusing. Yes, I play my part, but never pictured I'd be losing.
Lovesick starts off with a hook that says, used to being used and not the muse, but I'm amusing. First it was a fairy tale, then it was so confusing. So, you go through that honeymoon phase of the relationship where everything is good and dandy, and then y'all go through your ups and your downs. And like I said before, we had a really bad down period in September. And I pretty much explained what I did and my guilt on my part in the song because I wanted it to be cathartic. I wanted to release these emotions. I even wrote a poem called The Purge because I was purging a lot of these emotions I was feeling. So just to give you all more context, there was temptation involved in our relationship. There was this guy I used to work with. I thought he was super cute. Sometimes we would talk. I wrote him poems. And we got kind of close, and I had to make a decision if I wanted to stay in my relationship or if I wanted to pursue a relationship with this guy I had met at work. But ultimately, I decided to stay in my relationship because we built a lot over these past 3 years, and I didn't want to just up and leave that for something that was uncertain.
Living like my name was Pope, I mistook you for a joke. Every poem that I wrote, every text and every note was a new vow that I broke. I was fiending for the bloke, so excited when we spoke. Lost in his sauce, I awoke. Ain't no Jasmine Sullivan, cause I do not love that man. Can't believe I let him in. Yes, I know I played a hand, but my baby, please don't leave. If you walked in, I'ma grieve. Look out, get down on my knees. See, for you, I beg and plead. You are everything I need, and that's word to Mary J. You still wanna marry J, or the feelings went away? Know you felt some kind of way, cause you almost went astray due to stupid bad decisions, all the childish games.
And then we get into the verse, living like my name was Pope, I mistook you for a joke. Every poem that I wrote, every text and every note was a new vow that I broke. So those were the lines where I was talking about what really happened, what went down. I told you I was writing poems. I wrote this song for the dude, this song in particular. But I finally realized that it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth risking my relationship for. So I moved on.
And sometimes I wasn't true, keeping ties and telling lies. I was wearing a disguise, cause my soul was compromised. I was seeking thrills and shit, so afraid that I commit and I lose myself in it. And I needed to feel whole, so I wandered down that road. Saw the prince and found a toad, then the fallout was so cold. Wondering which lies I told, and my brain you picked and picked. What if you liked other chicks? Would I handle that with grace, or would tears stream down my face? Used to being used and not the muse, but
in the second verse, that's when I was getting really vulnerable, really personal. I said, and sometimes I wasn't true, keeping ties and telling lies. I was wearing a disguise because my soul was compromised. So I was really talking about, like, I told him I stopped talking to this coworker, and I was still talking to him. I was still texting him. I was still in communication with him. So it wasn't really fair to my boyfriend what I was doing, but I was being selfish. I was only thinking about myself, and that's what I was talking about in that part.
old woes for the old hoes. Judgments, I don't need those. Grudges, I do not hold. Less you just got too bold. Bipolar, cause I'm too cold. But how when I spit real shit? Hopped in my feelings real quick. Now let me get a bad bitch, because I am a bad bitch. Can't say you ever had this. I slipped, but I got back quick. And now we tight like my lips. Just venting about some old shit, cause y'all don't need to know shit. It's on the need to know bitch, and you are not on that list.
And then finally we get to verse 3. And in verse 3, I get reflective and I say, this is my favorite part, y'all. Old woes for the old hoes. Judgments, I don't need those. Grudges, I do not hold. Lest you just got too bold. Bipolar, cause I'm too cold. But how when I spit real shit, hopped in my feelings real quick. Now let me get a bag, bitch. Because I am a bad bitch. Can't say you ever had this. I slipped, but I got back quick. And now we tight like my lips. Just venting about some old shit. Cause y'all don't need to know shit. It's on the need to know, bitch. And you are not on that list. Oh, I killed that shit. Like, sometimes you gotta give yourself props. And I killed that shit. For real, for real. But in all seriousness, I was just reflecting. Like, yeah, these are old woes for these old hoes. These people or person that I used to entertain before I realized that it wasn't what I wanted. And then I say bipolar because I'm too cold but hot when I spit real shit. Like, I always got to throw in that bipolar, either bipolar or bisexual. One of them go get thrown in there. Like Halsey said, I'm bi-bi. Not try-bi because I'm not biracial, but bi-bi because I'm bipolar and bisexual. Alright. So that is my song Lovesick and also my song Just Don't Know. And overall, I just wanted to get vulnerable. This was an R&B and rock album, my first album actually, and that was what I wanted to do with it. So I thank you all for tuning in. Stay tuned for more episodes of Vanna Verified, and go stream my album wherever you get your music. Bye.